morning and happy Friday. We are here again. Thank you for tuning in to Dr. Tanya Live. Before we dive in, I'm going to do something I have been doing since day one. That is to ground us in one scripture. That scripture comes from Ephesians 2:10. I love this scripture. It just is a great reminder every morning. And welcome. Thank you for joining me. Um, so we are here it is, for we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus so we could do the good things that he planned for us long ago. Doesn't that sound good? Like, I'm a masterpiece. You're a masterpiece. Like, that just, I don't know, for me it is just a beautiful reminder of who God created us to be and the intentionality that he had when he created us, when he created you. Like, he was so intentional about making sure that he made this beautiful individual who was going to do good things on this earth, and that's you. Like, that's the reminder. And so I that's why I start with this verse every morning, because it really just it grounds me, it encourages me, it lifts my spirits. It's just a reminder of who I am and who God made me to be, and it should remind you of who you are as well. Like I do every morning or every afternoon, whenever I come on, I am going to ask you to do me a favor and hit the share button. Share with people that you know who would love to hear a little bit about business or anything that we talk about. And if you're not following my page, go ahead and follow. Thank you so much for joining me again. This is day 45. Day 45 of my 90-day challenge. I am halfway through my challenge. Halfway. So I've got 45 more days to go, but this is day 45. I have promised to come online every single day. Thank you for the hand clap. Every single day, work days, for 90 days, to encourage women in particular who have a dream that God has given them. They have an idea for a business that they want to start. Maybe they've already officially started it, meaning they've done the paperwork for it, but they haven't actually gotten it off the ground. I am here to help and encourage those women. So if you are somebody with a dream, if you're somebody that you know God has given you an idea for a business and it's time for you to get it off the ground, you are in the right place. And I am here for all of that. And so, for those of you who are new or who are joining me new, I'm Dr. Tanya, and this is Dr. Tanya Live, real talk for women and sometimes men building their businesses. And so, today's topic is about marketing. So, if you have a question, feel free to put the question in the chat about marketing. But our topic today is content that converts. So, content that converts. So, it's really about like letting the world know that you exist, in a way that they can not only receive, but a way that they can respond to. And that's what you want. You want people to respond to you because you've got a business and because your business is going to answer a question for them and solve a problem for them. So I don't know if you've heard of the 3 C's. Have you heard of the 3 C's of marketing? Um, if not, I'm going to tell you what those 3 C's are. So we're going to start with the first one. The first one is clarity. I'm actually going to add a fourth C a little bit later, but clarity is the first C of marketing. There's a superintendent that I often that we've done some work with our company, and one of the things that he says a lot is clear is kind. So the clearer you are, the kinder you are. People don't need to like muddle through all the different things. They need to understand very clearly what your business is, what you offer, who you serve, all of those things. There needs to be clarity about who you serve. So, who do you serve? So, if you think about the business that you're interested in building, who are the people that you want to serve, right? And even more specifically, who is that? Like, can you describe what some people say your avatar? Can you describe the one person that is going to um, buy from you, that you know should buy, needs to buy? will buy from you? Like, who is that one person? So for me, I know that the woman who has a business idea and doesn't know how to get her business off the ground, I know she's going to buy from me because she already has, right? So I think about, like, she typically is, you know, I would say like middle age, at least so far. That's what I have seen more of. She typically is middle age. She typically is a career woman. She is somebody who is relatively successful in her career, but knows that there's something else she's supposed to be doing and has had a desire to do it for a long time. Many times she looks like me, meaning she is a woman of color, but not all the time. Occasionally she's a little bit younger. Occasionally she is a white woman or somebody who does not look like me in any way. But many times the people that I know that I have served have looked like me. So I kind of have that avatar. I kind of know specifically and clearly who it is that I serve. Do you know very granularly who the person or person, and one person that represents the group? So meaning you want to serve as many people as you can, but you want to make sure that you're serving the people that specifically need what you have and specifically want what you have, right? So that you want to be that granular when you're thinking about it. So when you're thinking about marketing, you wanna target that woman. For me, it's that woman that I just described. When I talk about my marketing from the other side of my business, which is the business directed at schools, I want that school leader, the decision maker or district leader. I want the decision maker that is looking for a way to improve student achievement, to improve teacher practice, to ensure the students are engaged in school and coming to school. And those are the types of clients that I'm looking for on that side of my business. And so I'm very specific. So there are tons of schools out there, but they're not all looking for what I have to offer, right? So same for you. What are your clients looking for? That's the kind of clarity you need to have. What problem are you solving for them? So if you don't know what your product or service does in terms of transformation and how it makes their lives different or better or improved in some kind of way. So for example, my husband's been having issues with his back and he wanted to clean the shower or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Let me find something that won't require you to have to bend in a certain way and be uncomfortable trying to clean the shower. And let me find a product that specifically is going to address that. So I found a product that has like a long handle that has like a scrub thing as well as a brush that all he has to do is go up and down and he doesn't have to do a lot of bending if he doesn't want to. And I that was the need that I had. I looked for the product that could meet that need, and I bought that product. What needs does your product or your service meet? So, what do people need out there? If you don't know that, it's hard for you to be clear in the kind of content that you produce for marketing purposes. So, what is the result that your clients and your customers are going to get um, once they buy what you have to offer? So, that's going to be really important as well. So, you want to be able to share in your marketing how you transform lives, like what it is that you do that is going to be transformational for people. Your product or your service, how will it transform their lives, whether it's a temporary transformation, or a major transformation. Like often talk about fast food or whatever. That's temporary. Like, like I'm hungry right now, and you're here, so I'm going to where you are, and I'm going to get the thing that's going to solve my hunger problem and transform my hunger into satisfaction. And so think about what transformation your business will bring, the products that you serve, the products that you have and or the services that you offer or the labor that you offer. How will it bring transformation? when my not dishwasher, garbage disposal wasn't working, I specifically looked for people who could help fix the garbage disposal. That for me was a momentary transformation that would last me a while. So, would it be cheaper for me to get that fixed or to replace it? And so you look for who's going to be able to meet those needs. At least that's how the client works, right? The customer works that way. So, and I use labor in that particular case. And so you want to think about that, and you want to be really clear about who you're serving, really clear about the problems that you're solving, and really clear about the transformation that your product or service brings. So you should answer the question: I serve blank, fill in the blank. I solve blank. The results I give to my clients or customers, or will give, is blank. So, or are blank. Like, what are the results? You should be able to answer those questions. That's very clear. That's the kind of content that people are going to be drawn to because it's going to speak to them. And you want it to speak specifically to the people who need you. So sometimes you might not get responses from a whole lot of people because you're not offering something that they need. And that's okay. You want the people that need what you have to contact you. So the second C that you want to think about when you are marketing and creating content that converts is connection. So people don't really buy services, they buy you. I mean, it may sound kind of funny, but they're buying you, right? They want to buy you because they trust you. People do business with people that they know, that they like, and that they trust. And they'll also do business with the folks that their friends know, like, and trust. So if I say to my girlfriend down the street, hey, come with me to this restaurant because I heard they've got the best, whatever it is, seafood. Um, and not that, I mean, not because I heard it. Come with me to this restaurant because I've been there before and they've got the best seafood and she loves seafood. She's going to say, okay, because you said they got the best seafood, I'm going to come because I like seafood, right? So people will do business with you if other people, if you're trusted out there, if they know you, if they like you, they're going to want to do business with you. And so sometimes when we are creating content, you have an opportunity to kind of tell your story. Who are you? Like, let people know a little bit about you. Like, they need to be comfortable buying from you. Like, are you trustworthy? Are you someone who delivers? Like, they want to know that. They want to know that you are not just seeing them as another transaction. And that's the thing sometimes. So I have gone to networking events. I've gone to a lot of networking events, but I have gone to networking events and I will meet people. And what I notice right away is they're trying to sell me on whatever they have. So, like, I have insurance in my business. I've had it from like very early on. It's really important that you get insurance, right? And so I remember having a conversation with a lady who sells insurance. And the first thing she says after the initial, like, I'm so and so, and my company does blah 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 blah, insurance, blah blah blah, whatever. She then proceeds to try to sell to me. Mind you, she doesn't know anything about me. She doesn't even know if I'm her ideal customer. She doesn't know if I have insurance. She doesn't know if I have like any kind of insurance needs. So, are there any gaps in the kind of insurance that I currently have? She has no idea because she asked me nothing. So, to me, I was another transaction to her. And rather than being someone who could put, like, what I would, I got insurance, but maybe there's some insurance I haven't thought about getting. If I had a conversation with her and she actually got to know me a little bit and talk to me a little bit and made a connection with me, that didn't happen. So there was no connection made. So because there was no connection made, I wasn't interested in anything she had to say. She wasn't interested in me. She wasn't interested in anything I had to say. So I'm not trying to do business with her. I feel like I'm another transaction to her. I don't trust her. I just met her and she's trying to sell me. So like those are the kind of things, and there's a whole thing about how we network, and that's a whole nother thing, a whole nother conversation as well. But you don't want to make people feel like they're another transaction. You want to feel like people can connect with you. You want people to relate to you. So what is it about you that they're going to like? What is it about you that makes them feel comfortable? What is it about you that makes them say, hey, I think I will buy what they have to offer because I like them. Like, have you ever gone? I hate car shopping. I hate car shopping. And the worst thing, like over the years, I would go into a car dealership. Some of the worst things would be as soon as I walk in the door, I feel like somebody's pouncing on me. I don't know if that's been your experience. Like, are they pouncing on you? Like that, like all they want is your sale. And it's just like, listen, I just need to like, I want to come in, I want to get a feel for the vehicles that are here, get a feel for the different salespeople. And I definitely don't want to work with the one that has come and pounced on me. I want to work with the one that when I walk in the door, they don't even get up. They say, "Oh, good morning, good afternoon, welcome. Let me know if you need anything." Like to me, that makes me feel a lot more comfortable than the person that comes up and immediately starts trying to sell me the vehicle, right? And so, so then as time goes on, I'm looking at the vehicles and, the person might say, do you have any questions about the vehicle? Would you like to test drive the vehicle? And it's like, actually, maybe I do have a few questions. And now I'm getting to feel this salesperson out a little bit, right? Like, can I connect with this salesperson? If I can connect with them, then maybe I can do business with them, right? And so then there may be more of a conversation and maybe they say something like, hey, I like your hair, or whatever, I don't know, they make up stuff. But something that makes them feel relatable is what makes me want to do business with them. But the moment I feel like they see me as another transaction, I'm out the door. I don't want to do business with you. Same thing for you. People don't want to feel like you see them as dollar signs. People want to feel like you want to relate to them and that you care about them as individuals and that they are not just another number to you. That's what they want. And so it's important that you find a way to connect with the people that you want to sell to. And you're connecting through the content that you put out there for people to know about your businesses or your business or your services. Um, so ultimately, you need to understand who you are serving, right? The third one is consistency. This is the third C of marketing, consistency. So here I have been on to today is day 45. I have been on live for 45 days. Would you say that's an act of consistency? I would say so. And because of that, I find myself getting more people responding to me, sending messages to me, wanting to do business with me because of the consistency. So maybe they don't come on when I'm live right this second, but they may come on and watch a little bit later. Or they'll watch clips that I post and they see it happen. They see me posting on a regular basis. So they're like, oh, they're consistent. They they mean business here. And the consistency, that visibility actually builds credibility. So the more consistent I am, the more credible I am. And actually that's true because there are times that people will reach out to me or send a message to me, or even I'll see an ad and they'll be advertising something, and I'm wondering like who is this person? So I'll go onto their social media platform and I'm looking to see like, is there anything that gives me any idea about why they're approaching me? Like, is there anything content that they have that will let me know that this is an area that they're good at? And if I don't see any evidence of that, then I just keep moving. I just keep moving. But if I see like, oh, they're deep in this AI space, for example. Like there is a lady, Alicia Little, who has been I've seen her ads over and over again. I've actually seen her in person. I've met her. I've had a conversation with her. But I would see her ads initially about AI and teaching people how to use AI. And so over and over again, I would see these ads. And so it's like, okay, is this person legit? Like, does she know what she's talking about? Go on her page. You see tons of resources, tons of content. So I know that her visibility has created credibility. And then when I actually see her in person and I sit in on one of her trainings, I'm like, yes, she is the truth, right? She knows exactly what she's talking about. And I'm plugging her. She has no idea, she doesn't know me like that. But I'm using her as an example because I think she's a really good example of that consistency. She's consistently putting out content that converts. So I begin to believe her. I begin to like her. I begin to trust her. And that consistency of seeing her on a regular basis allows me to say, hey, yep, I would do business with you. And so I have done business with her. And that's what you want from people. You want people to do business with you because you're credible and you're visible. Hey there. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. Your content is really not the goal. When you're marketing, it's the content isn't the goal. Conversion is the goal. So you want to convert people to, to purchase from you or to buy the service that you have or the product that you have. So you can use what's available to you to let get the word out and let people know what you're doing. But, find out where your clients are hanging out. So some of your clients might be hanging out online. Maybe they're not hanging out online, but think about where they are. Are they on social media? Are they on TikTok? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they on LinkedIn? Like, who are the people that you want to talk to? Who are the people that you want to present your products and your services to? Where are they hanging out? Are they hanging out in real life? So I've mentioned how I go to networking events, I go to education events, I go to business events, because these are where my people are hanging out, right? And the truth is, you never know who might be able to help you as well in your business. So just yesterday, I was on a virtual meeting for one of the chambers of commerce that I'm a part of, and there was a woman that reached out to me and was like, "Hey, let me I would love to chat and connect with you." So we have a conversation. It's a great conversation. And we may know a few we find out we know a couple of people in common, and, she listens to what I offer, I listen to what she's offering, and next thing I know, she's like, "I wanna introduce you to," and she wants to now help make connections for me in the work that I do, both in education and with women. So she had 2 different, sets of people that she's like, "I think you would enjoy meeting these individuals," and I'm like, "That's wonderful," right? And so that's what you wanna find out where people are, because you don't know how they can help you. Um, you wanna find out you wanna create the kind of content that converts, but your content could look different. So your content could just be the conversations that you have and what you're sharing, the content that you're sharing that could potentially bring in new clients and new customers, right? Um, so you may find that you want to share, some kind of stories or video posts of some sort. Maybe you're going to send out emails. Maybe you're going to, develop partnerships with people so that you can get word out about what you do. All of this is a part of the conversion. And conversion isn't just sales. Conversion could also be people who um, you know, follow you on social media. It could be somebody liking a post. A conversion could be somebody who says, "Hey, maybe I don't need your business or service today, but later I want your business or your service." And so I'm just going to save what I have. So my husband and I don't eat meat or dairy. And so so I will often follow people who are giving recipes that don't have meat and dairy because I want to find out new things that we could potentially eat. And I'm like, "Oh, and I've gotten some great ideas." So I will save their content. That's conversion for them. And later if I say, "Hey, maybe I'll buy their cookbook," so that's an opportunity for that person who is selling their products and goods related to how I eat, right? And so um, also, see how you might be able to leverage AI. So, if you are against AI, I understand it, but I will say this: in business, it is going to be very difficult for you to avoid not using AI because businesses across this country, large and small, are leveraging the use of AI, and they're going to be that many more steps ahead of you if you don't learn how to leverage it. So that's really going to be something that's important for you. And so your AI could actually save you time by creating content that could convert. So, hey, Tinky Tink. And so you want to make sure that you are leveraging the AI to support what you do, but you want AI to use your voice. So AI needs to be familiar. And I don't mean like your actual voice that you can hear, but use your writing voice. How do you write? Like so one of the problems I had with ChatGPT early on is ChatGPT would like put out these like I would say, create a post about blah 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 blah, and it would be like these short little pithy statements. I don't talk in short pithy statements. So I had to train my AI to begin to think and write more like me. I found that ChatGPT wasn't the AI that best met that need, and so I went over to Claude and used Claude for that type of purpose. I don't always use it for my content, but there are times that I will use it to schedule my content and to create that content, and that saves time for me. You can save time too. um and but your AI, if it understands the product and the service that you're offering, your AI can create the kind of content that looks like it came directly from you. And that's just a little tip there that you can use that can help you. um when you are trying to create content that converts, you also want to just listen to people. Like just listen. You want to get a sense and a feel for what they need or what the problems are that they notice, especially if they are in the industry or the field that you're in. So if your company or if your business sells HR services, right? You're going to want to listen to what the needs are in that industry. What are the challenges? Maybe you know because you've been in that industry already. So when you create content about your business, it's going to be not only directly to the people that you want to hear your message, but it's going to be you speaking their language. Your content should really be what other people have shared with you. It should be based on, so let your clients or potential customers actually guide your content. What you hear them saying that they need is what you get to put into your content so that you can draw people to you so that they want to do business with you. Um, what is it that might be missing in your industry? So maybe you offer a product or a service that no one else offers, or it's a better version of what's out there already. And maybe you fill a gap. Let people know that that's the gap that you fill. That is another way that people are going to be drawn to you, especially if they're looking for somebody who can do exactly what you do. Um, People pay for solutions. So if you show them through your content that you've got the solution to their problem, the solution that they're looking for, they're going to respond to that. And that's ultimately what you're looking for people to do. You want them to buy the solution that you have to offer. Um, and marketing really should convey the value that you bring. What is the value that your content brings to other people? If you don't know your own value and worth, you're not going to be able to share that in the content that you give. Um, the kinds of ways that you can present content, especially if you are doing using social media. But even when you have conversations or when you have a captive audience, whether it's at a networking event or through mailings that you put out there are times that you can teach folks something new. There are times that you can show them how you solve a problem. There are times that you can challenge people in different ways, challenge their thinking. You can inspire people. These are ways that people make connections with you. You can demonstrate your product or your service. So when these people who are interested in who make foods that don't have meat or dairy, when they are online showing me how to cook this new meal, I am paying attention. I stop the scroll and I watch what they have because they're speaking my language. They're saying what I need to hear. And so you want to do the same thing. You want to be able to show people what you do, if it's possible. You want to prove to people. So maybe you got some testimonials or some case studies that you can share. See, I've done this for people. People have grown businesses, people have developed plans, whatever it is that you do. You can share the testimonials of the people and you can just invite them to buy your product, invite them to try it. Sometimes you let them try it before they buy it. You can invite them to do that. Remember that some people are at different stages of their journey. So they may watch you today and tomorrow, and then the next day they decide they're going to buy from you. Or maybe it's this week or this month, and then a few months from now they buy from you because you've been consistent, because you've been relatable, because you answer that problem that they have. Here's a formula that you can use that I'm going to close out with today. The platform that you use to market is where you communicate. The content is what you communicate. The strategy is why you're communicating. And then the call to action is what you want them to do next. So the call to action is like you could tell them about your product and service, but if there's nothing for them to do after that, they're not going to do anything. Next week, I'm really excited to introduce you to a new service that I will be offering. And it's specifically for people who are trying to build a business and they would like to work on this at their own pace. And so I'm excited to share more about it. I'm just giving you a hint of it right now, but I'm going to share more about it. But Monday, we're going to come back here and we're going to talk about get in the car. You don't need the whole map. And this is a business conversation that we're going to talk about, but we're also going to touch on fear and the things that stand in the way. But fear is real, and I know that. And so I'm going to give a call to action right now. If fear is something that you've been dealing with, if it's standing in the way of you building your business, go to my website, TanyaBreland.com right now. I have 2 resources that you can download and or just access. One is When Fear Knocks. It's a 10-day devotional. The second one is an ebook with an interactive companion. It's called Fear is Not Your Business Plan. And it's steeped in information that will help you go deep into dealing with your fears and the challenges that are standing in your way of being able to get your business off the ground. If that is what you need, then I invite you to go to my website, TanyaBreland.com, to get both of those resources today. They are available to you right now, TanyaBreland.com. If anything that I've said to you today resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you. Reach out to me, contact me, email me, Tanya@TanyaBreland.com. And that's Tanya with an O. And I will respond. You can shoot me an email if you want. You can inbox me. You can DM me. You can message me. I respond. I'm just happy to hear from you. Today is the 28th of August. It's my daughter's birthday. My daughter and my son are coming this weekend. So I want to I'm going to get off of here and get ready for them. But I want you to have a great weekend. Join me again on Monday. And thank you for joining me today. Day 45 of my 90-day challenge. I'm excited to do this every morning. I will be back on Monday morning. Have a great day and a great weekend. God bless you all. Bye-bye. I will. Thank you.